gonna invite everybody. I'm Dipper, and I'm here with HOMETURF. Say hi to HOMETURF, everybody.
Hello.
Yo.
We're gonna go around and introduce yourself. So,
hello, I'm Jacob. I'm the vocalist.
Chris, drummer.
Jake, I play guitar.
and I'm Dipper. I'm just here to interview them. So, you guys recently just dropped some new music. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was it a full length or was it an EP?
It was an EP. Yeah, we released our debut EP, HTMF, HOMETURF Motherfucker, back in July. So definitely go rock that.
And who'd you record with?
It was independently recorded. Chris did most of the producing, mixing, mastering. There was
Thank you.
one song that Burnout was recorded or mixed and mastered by Noah, the guitarist for Reverent.
Oh, nice. Oh, good shit.
Yeah, so you can definitely hear it in the mix. Comes through very loud, very bold.
It's a difference of mix, you know.
But
I try really hard to kind of like not replicate it, but kind of keep it similar. You know what I mean? So it was a cohesive project as opposed to just doing like a completely different mix. So it was kind of fun to see how he approached his mixing process. You know.
Yeah. Shout out Reverent.
There you go. Shout out Reverend. Did you guys have fun recording it?
Oh, a lot of
yeah.
fun.
So many good
Front to
memories.
back, yeah. Just like
It's kind of like, what was it, like 3 years?
yeah, it was
Almost,
2.5, almost
yeah.
3 years that it took us from like the first actual sitting down and being like, okay, we're gonna write an EP to finalizing it, but realistically more like, what is it, 8 years at this point?
Yeah.
Because the first song that we wrote for the EP, it wasn't for the EP, but we wrote our first song that ended up being on the EP, Surface Walker, in 2018.
Yeah. Wow.
People don't realize this, but it does take a lot of time to record music. Like, it takes a lot of effort. Number one, you got to get all of you guys together just to be in the same building to write the music, and then set up a time to go and recording. What was your favorite song to record off the album?
I gotta sit on that one for a second.
I gotta think on that.
I can say it's a toss-up between our song KYSGB or Vessel. Those two songs. It was like, because we kind of structured our EP, kind of, and then I brought KYSGB along pretty late into the EP process, and I think it just like picked up so well, and it's kind of, even when we play it live, like it's really fun, and that's one of my favorite songs of ours in general.
I think personally, mine is probably Surface Walker, just because Surface Walker was the first song that we had ever wrote, and listening back to like the original version of it from 2018 to like the one from 2 years ago to the one that we like finished and finally recorded and put on the EP, it's just like that whole process was so much fun. Just seeing it all the way through to the end.
Yeah, I agree. Good picks. I'd probably have to say Burnout. Burnout was like the first song the band like really locked in together. You know, like we had his parts done, my parts done. He got his vocals. Just kind of. We were kind of sitting waiting, you know, we were like, where's the vocals? And he just, dude, they're right here. It just shows a page full of lyrics, and we're just like, great.
Yeah.
And then he showed it to us, and it was just like, that's it, brother.
Yeah.
That's it.
No changes, nothing. That was like the first song that we were like, we gotta, like, it came super late in the process of all of our songwriting.
Yeah.
But once it hit, we were like, this is the first song we're dropping. Like, it has to be the first song we're dropping.
It definitely flowed very naturally. And Burnout specifically, it kind of made us go back to the other songs and tweak them. It kind of made us up our game because we're like, we can write something like this. We got to make everything sound a little bit more crazy.
So it was like when you hit that sweet spot and you're like, you know what, we can do more as a band. Why don't we go back and tweak these songs just to make them a little bit better to what we're producing now instead of what we produced before? Because it sounds like you guys really started to lock in towards the end of like the last couple songs of your recording. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, just to speak on that a little bit, shouts out Noah, you know, once he really showed us his production on Burnout, that really kind of, because he would always kind of talk about the production, but I wouldn't be able to kind of really see where he was coming from. So once he met up with Noah, and then we sent him the stems, and he sent us the product back, I was just blown away. I was like, holy shit, okay, now I see, like, the potential of these demos, because before we were just, record little DI tracks, program drums, some real simple stuff, no really mixing and processing on it. But sending those stems to him just really got us in gear to really get working
Very
on
motivating.
actual production, mixing, the whole process, and it's been awesome.
The best thing about this is my band went through the same thing. Is you just progressively get better from here on out. Your songs become more structured. They become more well put together. You guys find your groove together, and your guys' EP is awesome.
Thank you.
I'm asking questions from a person who's pretend I've never met you guys in my life.
Yeah.
I've known him for fucking 10, 12 years. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
known each other for a long time. But I
time.
gotta make sure I've never heard your music in my life before.
Yeah,
It's
it's
definitely,
wild. When it comes to as you write music, as a fan of music, I was always one of those guys. I would go see my favorite bands at shows, and I'd be like, man, I wish they played their old shit more. You know what I mean? I wish they played their how they had their song on the demo, and now being a musician, it's that realization where it's we're just getting better. You know what I mean? You want to play the new stuff, you want to play all that, and now we're working on new material, and we're just gun ho to play it. You just want to keep moving and just keep going while still honoring the songs that got you to where you are. You know what I mean? But now having that perspective, it's I get why bands are always so eager to play their new stuff.
It's the natural progression of things. It's as much as you like that old material, is to them, they've been, played it a bajillion times.
Exactly.
Practicing it, recording it, and now they're on tour with it every night. After, a million times playing that song, you want to play something different.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what you guys are going to do. You're going to release a CP, and you're like, okay, time to work on the next stage.
Yeah, exactly.
It was almost immediately, too. I think we had played, 3 or 4 shows in the span of the month right after we had released the EP, and then from there we just, immediately started writing again. And there's one song for sure that we're, itching to get in our set list as soon as possible. I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
The best thing is to do is play new songs or play songs that haven't released yet, and see what the audience that feels about it. Because you can build hype around it too, locally. I'm excited to see you guys play some new stuff. I'm excited to play with you guys. Period.
Yeah, for real. We gotta
excited.
get a show together sometime.
Desert Grey, right?
Yeah. You guys are playing Desert Grey.
This is my segue into Desert Grey.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So, how stoked are you guys to play Desert Grey?
Oh man.
So, Desert Grey was something that I had heard about from the conception. Just because one of my older siblings is one of the people that helped create and conceptualize Desert Grey.
It was Aaron. He was on the last episode. You should go check it
Shout
out.
out Aaron.
Shout out Aaron. But yeah, just seeing it go from this small DIY festival to this big local hotspot for music where we have 30 or so different artists on 3 different stages. It's crazy. It's super cool to see the progression, and just I'm so excited to be part of it. It feels like that is the scene welcoming us into the fold with everybody else.
Well, you've always talked about doing music to me for 12 years, and then you also told me you're I'm going to play Desert Grey one day.
Yeah.
And look, you're doing it. Yay! I'm proud of you. You persevered.
Yeah.
You got 2 great dudes. You guys have one more member, right?
No, I mean we have homies that play bass with us.
Okay.
Shouts out Riker.
Shouts out Riker. My friend Issa's playing bass for us in Tucson on Friday, and so we have people that fill in on bass. And but as of hardcore members, core members, it's just us. We do the writing, we do the recording, we do everything basically.
Do you want a bass player, or are you just gonna keep just?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely something that we're looking for if you want to play bass. But as of right now, it's one of those things we're just not letting it stop us. You know what I mean?
And you shouldn't. Bass fills out stuff, of course, but you can also bring the slam without it.
Yeah.
You can just bring that
Scoop
fucking
the
house down.
mids, raise the
There you go.
Max the bass number.
Literally.
And then when you get a bass player, just level all that shit out.
Level it all out. Yeah, exactly.
You already know.
So, are you guys going to be playing any new songs at Desert Grey, or are you just going to be playing the EP?
Oh, I definitely think we're going to have to be playing one of our unreleased
We're
songs.
definitely I mean, I'm trying to. I want Desert Grey to be a special set list compared to all of our other set lists that we played this year, and so we have some stuff in store. We got a few new ones, maybe a couple covers. You know, we're definitely gonna figure out what we're doing, but it's not gonna be anything. It's not gonna be the same thing that people have heard. You know what I mean? We're gonna play a lot of the old stuff, but a lot of new stuff, and we're gonna mix it up a little bit. So it's gonna be something special.
I'm excited for you guys. I think you guys are downstairs with us in the underground.
We're all rocking the underground.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's fun being on a big stage sometimes. Like the upstairs Niles is great, but I like the intimacy of the underground.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's where us Unga Bunga cave trolls go to listen to heavy music. You know,
Underground is where I went to see my first show ever. Like when I started going to shows, they were all at the Underground and Club Red. It was
this is a good segue. What bands influenced HOMETURF?
That's very broad, but also kind of not.
Let's take it person by person.
Okay.
What are your big influences that you bring to this band?
Well, as far as vocally, I tend to not necessarily emulate, but I tend to hear a sound from a vocalist and be like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna make it mine. So it's some of my influence is definitely from My Chronica, from The Devil Wears Prada. Lockie Keogh, I believe is his name, from Alpha Wolf. Vocalist from Great American Ghost for sure, those higher notes. And as far as lyricism, definitely a mix of there's a lot of Knock Loose and Sworn In, and just generally that angry mid 2010s metalcore vibe.
You're such a nice boy, but so angry inside.
Yeah, there's a goblin within me that longs to be free.
It's true, man. It's true. Yeah, I've seen it.
What about you? What influences inspired you?
Growing up, the Rev was a huge influence for me.
He was a really good drummer. He was a really good drummer.
You know, it was just the songwriting that really did it, and just the spectrum of drumming that he was able to provide, on Sound and Seven Trumpet, going from super punk, almost thrashish beats, to Waking the Fallen, where you can tell he kind of took a more songwriting approach and kind of slowed it down a little bit, respected that hell, and then coming out with City of Evil, all the typical bangers we love, Backcountry, Beast and the Harlot. Those are all really big songs for me, practicing that and really locking that in. From that point, I kind of went a little bit more, so started getting the death metal. Shannon Lucas from the Black Dahlia Murder early days. Bro, that dude was I'm a huge Black Dahlia Murder fan, so Shannon Lucas was the best drummer. No slate to, I can't remember, it was Alan Cassidy. He's a fucking amazing drummer, but he's holding the torch well.
But Shannon is a fucking monster. He's a goddamn monster.
What he did on Miasma Nocturnal, dude, just changed drumming for me.
Powerhouse death metal albums.
Dude, literally just the double bass work, the little cymbal accents, the rolls, the fills, everything was just so tasty. It was a lot, but it wasn't a lot at the same time. It was so perfect for the song. So from that point, I kind of got into a more progressive, and then Sam Applebaum from Veil of Maya.
Great drummer too.
Great drummer. Love his work on The Common Man's Collapse. That record I still play.
It's so weird how they went from this brutal band to
yeah, it went from tech death to gent metalcore.
Yeah, it was wild. It was
crazy.
Huge.
I like both, but it's crazy how the progression.
For real. So, and it's just like we were talking earlier, the band evolution. They wanted the more clean vocal approach, and I think they did well with it.
They did. Yeah, it was their approach was really well. I liked their change of style, which was very enjoyable. I think the vocalist fit really well to that change up.
Yeah, Lucas was perfect. But yeah, those are my three main influences, I would say.
What about you?
So I grew up a big metalcore guy, in my teenage years, but when I started playing guitar, it was definitely new metal and hardcore that were my big. So I'd say, weirdly enough, Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit is one of my.
He's really talented.
Yeah.
That band would not be good if it weren't for Wes Borland.
I was first to last for a little bit too.
I think so.
I think he did some weird shit with some music on our side.
Mm-hmm. And he's also a really great visual artist. You know what I mean? If you look at all of the jackets and all the shit that he does on his guitar, that's all his own art. But the way that new metal riffs in the '90s were kind of crafted, where it was more rhythm and kind of just drive over technicality, I really picked up on that because I wasn't really classically taught. I kind of just picked up a guitar and I started playing by myself. So yeah, Wes Borland for sure. Korn is another one that I'd say. I think when you hear HOMETURF riffs, like people tell me all the time, they're like, "Dude, you guys sound like Korn." So it's like I definitely like I wouldn't be playing the 7 strings or like doing the drop A or like any of that shit if it weren't for Korn. And so from that, I'd say also Isaac Hale from Knock Loose is another big inspiration for me.
What a fun band.
What a fun band.
What a fun
and
band.
one of those bands that just keeps getting better like every release. And it's not to knock a lot of bands, but it's really rare to see a band that really like hones in their craft and just like gets better and better and better every time they go on stage, every time they release an album. It's insane.
Well, he has such a unique voice that it just stands out among the pack, and like a lot of people don't like that, but I was like, that's what really like drives a lot of different bands.
And I think each of their albums are they all take a really big risk on the production side of it, which is something that I respect. You know what I mean? If you listen to Different Shade of Blue, it's like Will Putney does a lot of crazy shit on the production side of that album, but their new one is like they have basically like a reggae drum set throughout that whole album.
So I know it's the reggaeton. Yeah, it was awesome. It's good shit.
Insane. The riffs and like the guitar tones, it's like on any other album with any other band, it shouldn't work as well as it does. But yeah, so I'd say Isaac Hale is like
you can do this.
Yeah. It's crazy. So he's a riff master, and I take a lot from him. And then just fucking Slam. I love Slam. Like Dying Fetus is a big band for me. Death metal like Slam mix is.
I don't know what considers a Slam anymore. I'm just gonna say I love Peeling Flesh.
Peeling
People,
Flesh.
They tell me they say it's Slam.
Yeah.
I can't keep the genres anymore, so I'm sorry.
I love old Vulvodynia. They were freaking awesome back in the day when they were like really coming out from the South Africa scene. Their riffs are like. It mixes the brutality with like just the friggin' straight chugs.
I'm gonna have to listen to that because I've never heard them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, they're awesome. Waking the Cadaver is another one
they're old. They're old as fuck. That one I know.
So it's like I really take the new metal and the slam riffs. It's like as if you're just straight rhythm, straight tone is like my inspiration. That's what I like.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. There's not a cut in the video. You did not see a cut. We did not stop.
No, we didn't.
The smoke pot.
There's like also drinks on the table.
Yeah, nothing different. The cat's not laying differently. We're not posed differently.
No.
Everything is the same.
Never moved.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. Okay, so how'd you guys come together?
So HOMETURF originally was conceptualized when I was in college because I had a couple friends that were instrumentalists, and Jake and I got together and wanted to do like something that was like a pop punk, easycore, maybe like progressive pop punk kind of thing. And I remember like that was the very earliest start of like HOMETURF. Shout out Mike for the name because we definitely ran with the name, but originally it was me, Jake, and a couple people that I knew from like college and adjacent areas. But then after 2 years of inactivity of that, just like not doing anything, we had gotten together and recorded a demo for Surface Walker. I remember specifically Jake approached me and Chris and was like, hey, I want to do some heavy music. Would you guys be down? And so that was like the start of us coming together for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's like anything you guys want to add specifically.
I mean, him and I have been playing together. Chris and I have been playing together for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wild ever since I was a little boy. But we've had like 3 to 4 different bands that we've kind of tried to get off the ground, and then I think HOMETURF is just the one that the music and everything, like we were just motivated enough to finally like, all right, we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the audience out there, keep trying, try again until you get a band. Like it's first couple I've been in were awful, and then they finally got better.
You may go through 5 bands, 3 vocalists, but you'll get there eventually.
Don't be discouraged because the people around you might not be as motivated as you are. You will find people that are motivated and willing to like to push themselves and elevate themselves around you for music.
Yeah.
True. And you know, it's also a time and place thing, because life is a roller coaster, man. You have highs, you have lows, you know. Sometimes it's just not the time for music, and some people just have enough self-awareness to know that, you know, so respect to that, but just keep trying, you know.
There's nothing that comes bad from trying. Like, as long as you try and keep doing it, I mean, and that's how you get better at becoming a musician, is you try again until you get something that sticks.
Yeah,
As HOMETURF did. It seems like you guys are really like locked in together as a group of people.
Yeah, it's weird how good the chemistry's been, considering that I live in a whole other state.
Yeah,
you
These
do.
guys,
Yeah,
but,
we still make time to be like
Yeah.
not just bandmates but friends and like people with each other. Like we definitely like have all been at a point where like I'm going through shit,
yeah,
and you know the band boys have always been there for each other. We definitely have
yeah.
a very tight bond between us three.
It's definitely a very important part of being in a band. I feel like
Mhm.
is like some people, it's a business for sure.
It is,
and,
but
and
Gets
like
that
these
point.
guys are my coworkers, but
Mhm.
they're also my brothers, and I, you know, at the end of the day, like I would do anything for them, just like they would do anything for me.
I look at the Jesus Peace article and
Yeah.
like how like they're not my friends. They're like it's just
Yeah.
like, isn't it hard to be in a band and share like the chemistry on stage with someone like you don't
Right.
really want to be a friend with? Like
Yeah.
I was like, I get at that point they're like it's a business because they're so big, but like
Yeah, because especially because like there's not a single part of a HOMETURF song that isn't written without one other
Yeah.
band member's input on something. When we write guitar tracks, Jake and Chris will get in a call together and discuss like how they're gonna structure it or change it or do specific transitions. Then you know we all try to get together for like the drum sessions to see what we're gonna put on the track for drums, and then we all collaborate on what lyrics should be. Like I might have specific input on lyrics, Jake might have a structure for lyrics, I might have a structure for lyrics that he wants input on. Chris comes in with really good word choice. He helps when Jake and I start to write stuff that feels samey a lot, especially for lyrics. Chris comes in and is like, let's switch it up. We got this. This lyric would sound good here. This would sound better instead. And like, it is so collaborative at the end of the day that it is hard to imagine not being best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, the lore runs super deep, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest. So it's really like you said, we just keep trying, you know. Like if you were to tell me this is where we would be in the last 10 years, you know, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe it, you know. But we just kept it going through all the years, and yeah, we were able to release the album, and ever since it's just been super awesome.
and you're
Yeah.
still young boys too. Like you guys are still like way younger than I am.
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
think I just turned 36, dude. I don't remember how old I turned. But that's not the point. The point is like, you know, good things really didn't start happening to me until I got older anyway. Like, it seems like you guys have a better foot in the ground right now
Yeah.
than I did. So, I mean,
Yeah.
That's not to discredit anybody else's efforts on any point. It's just like,
Right.
I definitely, the local Arizona music scene has definitely welcomed us with open arms, and like, I for the longest time had been like so much, there was so much of me saying like, I'm going to create a band, I want to do this, and then finally like, it just started to snowball and happen, and we've done all these things, like we played Northern Arizona, we released our EP, we're going back up to Northern Arizona.
Two
for-
shows. With
Yeah.
Northern Arizona. With
Well, back to
Narwhal.
back. Oh
Shout
yeah.
out
with
Oh
Narwhal.
yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
I
Narwhal.
fucking love those boys so
They're
much.
yeah.
My boyfriends. They're my boyfriends. I'll say it out loud. I won't deny it.
No, they're great.
Yeah,
They were. We played our first show,
Yeah.
like our debut show was. I don't think they played after us. They weren't the headliner, but we played with them our very first show, and then we
Yeah.
played with them our second show, I think, and
I
then
think so.
we're
Yeah.
playing 2 shows with them in September. We're playing Desert Grey with them in October. Like, they're some of the coolest guys.
Yeah.
that-
Oh, I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
And then they know this. When you were walking upstairs, you saw that I had the Norwal.
yeah.
I have a lot of Norwal stuff. Like
Yeah.
in my closet is 5 T-shirts. From
No,
the
if
Norwal.
you look at our photos, like a lot of our photos, he's rocking a Narwhal hoodie, just like
Yeah,
behind the
cool.
rack. It's
Yeah,
like
he
it's
rocks
crazy.
it on stage, which is crazy. I do not know how.
Dude, 120-degree heat, or 110, 115-degree heat in Kingman, rocking a fucking Narwhal
And-
hoodie.
I will tell you
And the
guys something
stage
after the
lights,
video
too.
because I can't. I don't know if what they've done with it, but I don't want to say anything on camera. But it's funny. I'll tell you after
Yeah.
about the video with them. But I love the Norwal. They're great dudes. I'm glad. And you know what the greatest thing about when you say we're open arms, like that you guys walked in with open arms. This is the truth because I was, I've always supported you since day one. I've always told you to go your dream. And the Norwal, regardless of who the fuck you are, will always be like, come play with us. Let's do fun shit, fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad that you guys have that opportunity.
Yeah, they represent like that part of Arizona that doesn't get a lot of love, and I really appreciate that. And it's cool that they bring us out to like Kingman and Bullhead City and stuff like that. Like they're just, like I said, they're some of the coolest guys that I know in the scene. Shout out Narwhal.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout
out
out Orion. All the times
dudes,
you've let me
yeah.
use your cab, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah, Orion let us use their stuff. Orion's great. Steven, thank you for letting me sleep on your floor and cooking me breakfast in the morning.
Yes.
I really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
they're
sick
You
dudes,
are
man.
a saint. I'm glad. Who are so you've played with the Norwal. Who are some other bands that you've really enjoyed playing with so far?
I mean, my personal favorite, just shout out Numb. I love
Oh,
those guys.
yeah, those guys are
Robert,
great.
Numb was
Robert
our
is my fucking
First
boy.
on my
Yeah, like that. Robert and I go way back too, and I remember like he and I. What really got me into like wanting to play heavy stuff was he and I had a jam sesh like 5-ish years ago. I remember like going out to his place in Arizona City. And we just had a jam sesh, me on drums, him on guitar, and like that was really got me into like, okay, I want to collaborate with people. I want to create something that's bigger than just what I can do by myself.
Yeah, they're some of the coolest guys I know.
Mhm.
We played, I think, at the end of the year it'll be 3 shows we played with them.
Hell
And
yeah.
so they're awesome. They're bringing us out to Tucson in November, which is sick.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
I would say I love Mouth Ripped Open.
Mouth Ripped Open, love them. They're great
They're dope,
dudes.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that like us and them are kind of like coming up at the same time
And
in
you
Arizona.
guys should.
Yeah.
You guys are 2 new bands that are coming out.
Yeah.
Very talented, very well received. I mean, you guys deserve all the credit you get.
Yeah,
Shout out to Mouth Ripped Open. Dakota, I love you. I'll kiss you on the mouth.
yeah, all those guys.
Yeah,
sick.
they're really nice. I've only met I think one of the other guys briefly,
Mhm.
but they're from what I know about them, they're all very friendly,
Yeah.
and I really like the music they
They're
make. So.
they're awesome, and I'll also say Smile in the Center, just because I grew up like when I first got into the Arizona music scene. Smile in the Center was one of the big bands that I remember like latching onto and being like, this band, like I'm from Arizona, this band is from Arizona, they're fucking sick. So it was like I've always kind of followed them, and now I think it's awesome that like coming from a hardcore beatdown background, I think it's fucking sick that they're kind of playing for those crowds and those shows more, because that's where they need to be. And they're just awesome. Everything they put out, everything they do, and they're sweethearts.
They're very nice. I love them very much. I've gotten kisses from them. I really haven't, but
Yeah.
they know me very well, and I love them, and I always support them. They deserve all the credit that they're getting right now. I mean, they've done big things in the Arizona scene and kind of spread it out outside of our realm of this little scene that we have. So.
Yeah, and they're one of those bands where it's like their set is like it motivates you to be a better band. You know what I mean? Like their set is just like holy shit. Like you see why they're playing fucking Gathering of the Juggalos. And
I was
like,
sick. I was super proud of them when they got announced for
like
that.
they're going on big tours, and like that's because people want to see them, because their set is just like they prioritize the live set just as much as they prioritize like the studio and the business side of the band, and that's just it really shines, and I admire that, and I want to emulate that and be like that as much as I can. You know what I mean?
They're good
Very
people to look up.
inspiring.
Yeah, they're very good people to look up to because they've always just kind of just kept going forward.
Yeah,
and never,
no matter what. Like
never rocked the boat. When I say that, like made drama around the scene or anything like
Yeah.
that. They've always just kind of kept doing their thing, and over time, Jacob's become a phenomenal vocalist.
Yeah.
Very, very unique in his own right as well.
For real, it's crazy how they're one of those bands where it's like I said, you listen to bands that just get better as their career goes on, and it's just everything they do is just like they're going in the right direction, and they're pushing the Arizona music scene as a serious force in America, and
Yeah.
I like that. Could be compared to California or Philly or New York at the end of it if we really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona's got its own unique sound of metal that definitely comes out of here.
Yeah,
and
we're weirdos.
Yeah, we're
We're
weirdos.
goofy guys. We
I mean,
definitely
that's
do,
why
yeah.
that's why I like you guys so much.
We're a
'cause,
testament to fucking weird.
it's
trust
really
me.
funny that I listened to your guys' music and I was like, man, I get a lot of Horse the Band out of Killed by a Yeti, and it's so funny because I saw your post on Facebook when they were doing their reunion tour, and you were like, going to fucking see Horse the Band.
The autographed albums up at the stairs.
Yeah,
upstairs.
I was like, oh yeah.
We get that, and we get Dr. Acula a lot, which like really like tickles my fancy. So I'm really like, oh, between those two, let's fucking do it.
I mean, those are two bands where it's like, if you get that from people that listen to it, it's like you're doing something right.
But that's what I was like. You guys are pretty unique too, because you bring that slight nu metal sound to it.
Yeah.
With very like you have unique vocals too as well. Like you don't. I can't say you sound like anybody because you don't.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing.
I've definitely gotten my chronic off a lot. That is one that I think I've got more than anything, especially for like my lows.
Well, I haven't heard them, so to me it's all new.
Yeah, I think it's cool that like he brings his own vocals. He's like a very like prog tech drummer, and he brings all those really technical chops to our music, and then I just play riffs. Yeah, so it's like you got like the death metal with the hardcore with the metalcore. It's like we don't know what the fuck we are. We don't know what
that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
You want to play something that you enjoy playing instead of conforming to something that's already been out there. And if you don't like what you're playing and you guys don't all sync on it, then why the fuck are you doing it?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly.
I've always said that I don't want HOMETURF to be in a box. I don't want us to be hardcore music. I don't want us to be metal music. I don't want us to be alt rock, whatever. I want us to be HOMETURF. I want us to be heavy music, you know? Whatever heavy music entails, whatever makes you feel the heavy. And that's just something that, like, I always bring into writing, for sure. It's just, like, it never has to be one note, you know?
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
There's one thing I'll say. I remember I was watching a interview with Unbroken Wings one time.
And I haven't heard a long time.
Dude, they're a fucking sick band. And they're definitely doing, like, a full circle coming back around with the kids now. But I was watching an interview with them, and one of the interviewers asked them, they were like, so what are you guys? Are you guys like metalcore, or are you? And they were like, we're mosh metal. And I think I took that and I was like, yeah. Like if I were to consider us anything, it's metal that you mosh to. It's that is the purest way I can describe our music, is like it's fun but gets people fucking going.
Yeah,
you know
it is definitely violence in a controlled environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Did people throw the fuck down for you at shows?
Oh yeah, dude, our first Tucson show, someone broke our merch table because they front flipped off of it, and another person put a hole in the drywall with their foot. So
yeah, I will say this. We're from Mesa, like the Phoenix area, and I love that scene, but Tucson is insane.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Tucson is insane. They're one of those places where it's like I've never seen people throw down like that. It's crazy.
They're crazy. They're ready for it. Like as soon as we pulled up and started seeing the crowd come in, they were like, these guys are gonna go hard.
It was one of those sets where like it almost felt like a competition, where it was like, these guys are going fucking crazy, so we need to like almost give them more to, and they were tired by the end of it.
Yeah, we
was
exhausted those guys.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
Wild. Like,
we had people coming up to us at the beginning of our set with pictures of Dewey and just pointing at Jake. It was fucking awesome. That was such a great set. I can't wait to go back to Tucson. We're going to Tucson in literally just a couple days.
Is that your favorite place you played so far, is Tucson?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that was our favorite show, our favorite place, and we're going back there on Friday, so it's like, we're going back there on Friday, and we're going back there in November. So it's like any time I can go back to Tucson, it's a great place. And you know what? When I was growing up, I hated going to Tucson because my dad used to have to go do like work business and like business trips down there. I hated going down there. But now that like I'm playing shows and stuff, and I'm really starting to embrace the scene, and there's some really dope bands out there. It's just, there's a dope hardcore scene out there. Like just everything about that place is like they're on top right now. It's sick.
Can't wait to play Tucson. It sounds fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. This video won't be out by the time they play their show, I can guarantee you that. But it'll be out after they play that show and before the November show.
It'll be out before Desert Grey.
It will.
So you should definitely get your tickets for Desert Grey.
Yes, buy tickets.
Hit us up.
Yeah, Desert Grey. I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play with you guys for my first time. It'll be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I'm excited to share the stage with so many like not necessarily like older bands in the scene, more like veterans and like people that have been like help creating the scene for the last like 10 years. A lot of the bands too are like people that like have either come from pieces of other older bands from the Arizona local scene or have made their own waves in the scene as of recent. It's so cool. I'm very excited
I like
for all
it.
that.
It's been fun.
It's crazy. Yeah, you look at that bill for Desert Gray and you're like, wow, like all these bands. I don't know when I saw the flyer for Desert Gray a few years back, and you see that compared to now, and it's like every year they just take a step up. You know what I mean? More artists, more vendors. Like it's now they're on 3 stages. It's like
I played every Desert Gray Fest that's been in the inception.
Hell yeah.
There was not. We did not.
No,
nothing
no.
else happened.
Nope.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. All right, guys. So I'm going to start bringing us to the closing part here. What would you like to promote? Is there anything you'd like to say? Tell anybody about? Congratulate.
I was
anything.
just saying, Desert Gray. Come out to Desert Gray. I think that's our big one we got a few more towards the end of the year. We got like 2 more shows that haven't been revealed yet. One in Tucson, one I think in Phoenix. But Desert Gray is our big one. It's gonna be a really special set. Other than that, I mean, we're cooking right now. We're writing new.
Yeah, we're writing an album right now, so
Yeah.
definitely look out for new singles, kind of drip feeding on that.
Mm-hmm.
Check out HTMF on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, literally everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
Everywhere.
Check out our socials, the HOMETURF Instagram. We post our show updates there, as well as funny mosh compilations.
Yep.
You do.
So
Yes,
yeah,
we do.
so yeah, definitely check that out because we're funny. I swear.
Swear to God, I'm a great editor. I make funny videos to our music. But yeah, other than that, we're cooking on a new album. We got Desert Gray coming up, and it's gonna close out the rest of the year. See what the beginning of 2026 has for us.
Did you make the Dewey thing? That Dewey image?
Dude, okay, so I found the picture. And I can't remember, but I sent it to them, and I was like, I wanted it to be our Bandcamp album cover, because I've always said, like, fuck your main album cover. You can take the Bandcamp album cover, do whatever.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Do
Yeah.
whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, we should make this a Bandcamp album cover. And then, yeah, he was like, throw a logo on it, and I just threw a logo on it, and I made it our profile picture, and then the Dewey Core thing just kind of picked up from there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people compare Jake like physically to Dewey from Malcolm in
I
the
got
Middle.
big ears.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's-
No, definitely
he was
not.
next
Literally, like he said, we were like loading in, setting up for Tucson, and this kid walked up with like a stock image of Dewey
Just
on
Dewey.
his phone. Yeah, he was literally like, "It's you," and I was like,
So make sure you bring Dewey pictures that get signed.
yeah,
Hell
Make-
yeah, that'd be
bring Dewey
rad.
pictures, AZ Dewey Core. You know what I
Easy
mean?
Dewey cool.
Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be funny if I started the trend of them bringing you actual pictures to
Yeah.
sign? Be like, hey, can you just sign
Can you
this?
sign this for me?
It's a Dewey. They
Yeah,
go
that'd
home,
be
they
great.
frame it, put it on the wall like I do, like some psychopath.
Yeah. I Fox, please don't sue me. I'm not actually Dewey. I hold no rights. It's just a funny joke.
Yeah.
It's just a meme.
No,
It's just
Fox
a meme.
Fox isn't that bad. It's
Yeah.
Nintendo you need to worry about.
Oh,
True,
goddamn.
They're gonna send me a
true.
cease and desist for even mention their fucking name in this
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, no, they're gonna find out I homebrewed my Switch and they're gonna kill me.
They're
already-
gonna send a tactical.
Yeah, the FBI is already hunting me
Is
down.
it
as we
is it
speak.
the
UAV
Switch 2 or
inbound,
just the
sorry.
Switch?
No, okay,
Yeah,
so that's
that's
the
what
thing
it comes
is
to,
that
yeah.
I waited till the new one came out because I homebrew like all my
Yeah,
consoles.
you got to.
You have to. So I was kind of waiting for the Switch 2 to come out so I could homebrew my Switch, and I've done it. They haven't bricked me yet.
Mhm.
But I'm kind of waiting for it. So I haven't got a Switch 2 yet.
That'd be cool.
But yeah. That was like my plot. That was like my plot. I was like,
wonder if I could put bleeps over that, and I bleep my bleep.
They'll never know what we're
they'll
talking
never
about.
know what we're talking about.
I could
Right.
just bleep the word Nintendo.
I totally did
Yep,
not.
true.
Yeah, I totally did not get Breath of the Wild completely free. That did not happen.
No,
That
never,
did
man.
not
You
happen.
paid full price.
I paid full price.
You bought it.
I'm gonna see if I can download some bleeps.
That's $70.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also like, didn't they like arrest the dude named Bowser because like he was like committing fraud on Nintendo or some shit like that?
Yeah.
There was some wild shit, but he
I don't know,
deserved it.
but there's also Doug Bowser, who's like the CEO of Nintendo of America right now, and that guy is an actual villain.
That man's real name is Bowser.
Yeah, Doug Bowser, he's an actual villain too.
That's awesome, dude. That's
Yeah.
the irony in that is
Good for them.
fantastic.
All right, well,
Great.
Well, anything else you'd like to tell everybody?
I think that's
Mhm.
that's our closing statements.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck Nintendo.
Fuck Nintendo.
Fuck
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Fuck Nintendo.
Yep.
So thanks HOMETURF for being on here.
Thank you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Go check them out on all social medias. Go check out their songs. Go check out their new shows upcoming. Like I said, this one won't be out for the show that's coming up, but you can check their social media, and hopefully they got to grab a pigeon and shake it like this violently.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great
Thank
night. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Cool.
That was rad. We did it. That was almost exactly 5 minutes. It was
Yeah.
5 minutes and 9/10 of a second.